morning, students. I hope you all are doing good. Dear students, from this Tuesday, that is 19/1/2021, we have started Target 55 program. Listen these videos carefully. It will be very helpful. This T55 syllabus contains the basics of 4th standard subjects. So please go through these videos again and again. My dear parents, we are conducting PTM again on 24th January Sunday. This PTM is for only the parents, those who didn't attend the previous PTM, but not for all. I am Priya. You are watching EduStar, Class 3, Science, Lesson 9, Light and Sound, Part 4. In this session, we are going to revise this entire lesson and we will write the classwork. Listen carefully. What is the main source of light? Yes, the sun. The sun is the main source of light on the earth. When the sun rises, it is day, and when the sun sets, it is night. Then what is light? Light is a form of energy that enables us to see objects. When light falls on an object, we can see the object. The sun, bulb, tube light, and candle give out light. Objects that give out light are called luminous objects. These objects are also known as the sources of light. The sun is a natural object, so it is a natural source of light. The bulbs, tube lights, and candles are man-made objects or artificial objects. So, these are the artificial sources of light. The twinkling stars that we see in the night sky are also luminous objects. The sun is also a star. Some animals such as fireflies and glowworms emit light. These are the natural luminous objects. Let us find how light travels. Have you seen a stream flowing? The path of water in the stream is not straight. It keeps changing its direction. If a large stone comes in its way, it bends around it. But light cannot bend in this way. It travels in straight lines. If you throw a ball towards a wall, it bounced off, isn't it? When light hits anything, it also bounced off. We call this as reflection of light. If anything reflects light to our eyes, we can see that thing. Next, what is shadow? In a dark room, focus light from a torch on the wall. Hold a book in the path of the light. You will see a dark area on the wall behind the book. This dark area behind the book is called its shadow. A shadow is formed when an object blocks the path of light. When we go out in the sun, we can see our shadow on the ground. This is because we block the light of the sun from falling on the ground. Outdoor shadows are longer in the morning and evening. They are shorter at noon. And the color of a shadow is always black. And remember one more thing. Shadows are always formed on the opposite side of the source of light. Now let us perform an activity to form different shapes of shadows. In a dark room, shine a torch on a white wall. Form different shapes of shadows by placing your hands in the path of light. Try to form some animal shadows and identify the animals by their shadows. We already discussed about solar and lunar eclipse. These are the shadows formed by nature. For example, we know that the earth and the moon reflect the light of the sun. Shadows are formed when the moon or the earth block the light of the sun. This is called an eclipse. The shadow of the moon falls upon the sun and the sun cannot be seen totally or is partially hidden. This is called a solar eclipse. When the earth blocks the light from the sun, the shadow of the earth falls on the moon and it disappears for a brief period of time. This is called lunar eclipse. This is the formation of shadow we observed in nature. Do you remember about transparent and opaque objects? Let us revise now. Window panes are mostly made of clear glass. When the sunlight falls on them, they allow it to pass through them. The objects through which light can pass are called transparent objects. Clear water and glass are some examples of transparent objects. We can see through such objects. The objects through which light cannot pass are called opaque objects. Brick, wood, and cupboard are some examples of opaque objects. We cannot see through opaque objects. Mostly, the opaque objects form shadows when light falls on them. The next topic is sound. We hear various kinds of sound all around us. Some examples of familiar sounds are the bark of a dog, the mew of a cat, the chip of a bird, the ringing of the school bell. We also produce sound when we speak, sing, or laugh. A sound can be classified into different types, that is, soft, loud, pleasant, or unpleasant. Some sounds are soft, such as sound of water dropping from a tap or sound of a guitar. Some sounds are loud, such as the sound of a school bell. Some sounds are pleasant to hear, such as soft music and chirping of birds. Pleasant sounds are usually soft. Some sounds are unpleasant to hear, such as honking of vehicles, bursting of crackers, beating of drums, and loud music. Unpleasant sounds are mostly loud. Do you know a loud and unpleasant sound is called noise? It disturbs people. Too much of noise can also damage our ears. Excess noise causes sound pollution. We should avoid shouting at each other, bursting crackers, very loud music, and using the car horns excessively. We must make it practice to speak politely and softly to each other. To reduce noise pollution, don't listen radio and television at very high volume. And remember one more thing, just like light, sound also is a form of energy. When a sounding body such as a bell vibrates, it produces sound waves which travel through the air to reach our ears, and we are able to hear the sound. There is no sound on the moon. Sound travels through air. As there is no air on the moon, sound cannot travel on the moon. Okay students, let's try this exercise. State true or false. First one, a pleasant sound is called noise. The answer is false. 2. The color of a shadow is always grey. The answer is false. 3. Light can travel through a bent pipe. The answer is false. 4. A steel tumbler blocks the light falling on it. The answer is true. 5. An apple is a luminous object. The answer is false. 6. A shadow is formed when something blocks the path of light. The answer is true. 7. Beating of a drum is a soft sound. The answer is false. 8. The sound of loudspeakers is harmful for the ears. The answer is true. Let's try this one. Circle the odd one. First question, refrigerator, bottle, wall clock, torch. Here the odd one is torch because the other three are non-luminous object, but torch is luminous object. 2. Lamp, sun, book, candle flame. Here the answer is book because the other three objects are luminous, but book is non-luminous. 3. Heartbeat, dripping water, loudspeaker, whispering. Here the odd one is loudspeaker because the other three are pleasant sounds. The loudspeaker produces unpleasant sound. I hope you got some idea about this lesson. Try to read this lesson thoroughly by your own. Okay. Now take your science book. Take lesson 9, light and sound. Turn page number 88. Look at this exercise A. Fill in the blanks. First one, the main source of light on the earth is the dash. The answer is sun. 2. A candle is a dash object. The answer is luminous. 3. A dash is formed when an object blocks the path of light. The answer is shadow. 4. Loud sounds are dash to hear. The answer is unpleasant. 5. Dash travels in a straight line. The answer is light. Now see this page number 89. Book exercise B. Match the following. We have to match the column A with the column B. First one, lightning. The answer is natural source of light. 2. Book. The answer is non-luminous. 3. Lamp. Artificial source of light. 4. Eclipse. Shadow in nature. 5. Horn sounds. The answer is noise. Now close your science book. Take your science classwork. Take a fresh page in your science classwork. Write today's date here and page number. Lesson 9, light and sound. Dear students, write neatly and leave one line between each and every lines you are writing. Use only pencil. Okay. First Roman letter, question and answer. First question, how does a shadow form? A shadow is a dark region formed when an object comes in the way of light. 2. What are luminous objects? The answer is luminous objects are objects that emit light on their own. 3. What is noise? Give examples. Answer. Unpleasant sounds are called noise. For example, loud music and excessive honking. 4. What causes sound pollution? The answer is sound pollution is caused when excess noise is produced. 5. What is light? The answer is light is a form of energy that enables us to see objects. Roman letter 2. Give reason. First question. People living close to an airport are mostly likely to have hearing problems. Why? The answer is This is because of the loud sounds produced when aeroplane land and take off. Roman letter 3, Hearts. First question, is fire a natural or an artificial source of light? The answer is, fire is an artificial source of light because you have to start it and it does not always burn by itself. Okay students, try to complete this lesson's book exercise and classwork and study whenever you get time. Okay. Dear parents, kindly guide your work to complete today's work and send us the images of Science book page number 88 and 89, Science classwork, lesson 9, light and sound through this mail ID. Thank you parents and my dear students.